Just want to make a video saying my plan for today was simple. I was actually going to do a few reactions today. I was going to do a reaction to Moon Knight's trailer, which is still going to happen. And then, for the first time in a while, I was actually going to sit down and watch this with you guys, NXT 2.0, since I am still a firm believer that NXT 2.0 is good. I still like NXT 2.0. And, of course, I have to avoid spoilers for so many things. But the thing I kept getting so many times on TikTok was the results of Walter's debut in NXT USA, where he's changed his name to Gunther. Let's be real, we're still gonna call him Walter. So, and to be fair, there have been worse name changes. I can't think of any at this moment, but there have been worse name changes. But that's not the thing that got people talking. Because a name change, we've had those before and we've adapted to them. No, it's the fact that his full name was supposed to be, and I don't know if it's still going to be, Gunther Stark. And if you haven't heard, that's the name of a Nazi. A Nazi! That's a Nazi's actual name. So, yeah, I don't know if WWE just thought, oh, that name sounds catchy, let's trademark that. I don't know if they actually did research on that name to see if to actually find that shit out, or if they just thought, the name sounds pretty cool. But if they just stick with Gunther, I think it might have it won't have the same impact that Volta does, but it seems like it doesn't seem like he's gotten a new gimmick or he's gonna have a new look. It just sounds like it's a new name. So it's still Walter, it's just now Gunther, which is weird since I think that they had a trademark wanted to happen where they owned the name Walter, and he refused, which in my opinion is kind of smart since Walter is his actual name. His name is Walter. So it's just I don't think if it comes to copyright thing, if they try to trademark your actual name, I wouldn't do it. I know John Cena, he did it to where WWE owned his name, John Cena, which is his actual name. Unlike with, here's an example, Daniel Bryan. His real name is Bryan Danielson. I'm kind of with Bryan on that one. I wouldn't want a company owning my name to where they get money off of just having my name. Or like owning my name. So if I did something else and I still have my name, they get money off of me. If that made sense, I hope, because it didn't make sense to me, but it did. To quote a TikTok I said of being ADHD, neither you, me, or God is gonna know what we are gonna say. That just happened. But yeah, it just seems like it's just a ridiculous name change. It's just that. Plus, again, it's just gonna be the same guy. He's still gonna have the slaps that sound like a goddamn gunshot. He's still going to be the leader of Imperium. Okay. Yeah, just wanted to say, 2 reactions are still going to happen. I'm still going to watch this with you guys since I want to get back into watching wrestling weekly. I don't do it. The last time I watched NXT or anything WWE live, like commercial for commercial, was the debut episode of 2.0, which I didn't think was that bad. I might be in the minority on this, but I'm a fan of 2.0. I am. That's why I also think it was the right decision to have Team 2.0 beat Team Black and Gold at War Games. Is it coming into the people who are crying and bitching that they're killing off Black and Gold? They're not killing it. They're evolving. Yes, it might seem like they're killing something, but it's a new era. So it's a new NXT. And to wipe the slate clean is kind of what they're doing. They're not trying to tarnish Triple H's legacy, but also they kind of are by firing so many people. They're just trying to give NXT a new look and a new fresh start. I look at this as, and to people who will probably get mad at me, I'm looking at this through 2 eyes. I'm looking at this through the fan in me and perspective. The fan in me is always going to be mad when they release talent that I love watching, just to shove the same 10 people down our fucking throat every week. But the perspective in me is NXT is a developmental brand. It's not like a Raw or SmackDown, no matter how many times we say it's better. NXT is a developmental area. So, with a new era coming to in the WWE, it is time for a new look. It's time for a fresh start. And I have given this a shot, and in my opinion, nothing has really been that crappy like on Monday Night Raw. NXT is still a great show, and it still has some of the best talent. But yeah, just wanted to give you my take on what's happened so far. I'm not mad at it. I'm just hoping they just brain farted and didn't do research. This is the only time I hope they didn't Google and research a name before signing off on something. Later, and see us later for the 2 reactions. Oh, actually, I don't want to just do NXT. I want to do both reactions to every company I have on my DVR, which is NXT, Ring of Honor, and Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, even though I don't know if it'll be from Hollywood. I love that the area territory is back, where every area, not like NWA, AWA, GCW, stuff like that, but you're not just locked down to the WWE. You now have WWE, AEW, sometimes Ring of Honor with YouTube, Championship Wrestling, the NWA, Game Changer Wrestling, New Japan. You have all sorts of different companies. That's something I don't understand when it comes to pro wrestling fans. I will complain about WWE with the firing stuff. When it comes to watching and I have a problem with the program, I'll just turn it off. Simple as that. That's something I don't understand why wrestling fans complain about. If you're not enjoying the product and you're not enjoying the show, there's this new thing called changing the channel. I know this doesn't seem like it's a thing, but it's a thing. You can change the channel. That's why WWE... That's what would get something the WWE would realize. The viewings keep going down, which would have them change something to have people continue to tune in and watch. When you're just crapping on it, but you're still watching it, you're still giving them your time. You're still giving them views. Kind of like my issue with Teen Titans Go. As you know, I talked about them and hated on them a lot on my channel in the past. I stopped because I was still talking about them and I was still giving them quote-unquote publicity. I was still giving them attention. Any attention, and this is true with a wrestler. When you give a company, whether you like the product or not, whether you like what they're doing or not, if you're watching it and you hate it, you're still watching it. You're still talking about it. You're still giving them your time. I know this is a redundant fact, but it's simple. If you don't like it, you don't watch it. And I've said this to both people who don't like WWE itself as pro wrestling, and if they don't like the show, you're not forced to watch it. WWE, Vince McMahon, they're not handcuffing you to your chair. They're not gluing your TV. They're not taking your batteries out of your remote and forcing you to watch the show. You can just easily turn it off and go watch something else. Simple as that.